Greetings all viewers, subscribers, and everyone else of this channel. I am Kiryu, and today, on the behalf of my creator's absence of the lack of uploads, I'll be doing a reaction video in his place. And for today's reaction, we are reacting to Death Battle's Excalibur versus Raiden. I've been hearing many rumors about this particular fight, mainly the fact that one of the contestants is part of a sponsorship called Warframe, a very popular video game that I wish I could take part in playing, though we're not in a very good budget of this. But I believe not to believe what people's bias might believe, and I know that Death Battle has confidence about doing proper research and all that. But let's see if it's true or not in the watching of this video. So, without wasting anyone else's patience, let's begin the reaction video. Whoa, that certainly looks different.
Wiz, what are you doing in here? It's our day off.
Oh, just conducting some research. I've discovered a Tenno foundry in the process of crafting a new warframe. Just about wrapped. What are you doing
this
here?
must be about
Sometimes I have these horrible nightmares and I just wake up here in a cold sweat. I don't even think my car's in the parking lot. But what you're doing sounds way more interesting. So tell me, what warframe's your favorite?
Oh, a scientist doesn't play favorites.
Oh, bullshit. Our job is the equivalent of banging
Hey,
action
careful with that
figures
computer,
together.
alright?
We've gotta have a favorite.
Fine, if I had to pick, I'd go with the very first warframe ever created, the death-dealing techno-organic ninja Excalibur.
You mean he's a cyborg ninja? Like Raiden from Metal Gear?
What?
Yeah.
No, they're not technically cyborgs. More like superpowered biomechanical vessels that are unlike anything I've ever seen. Trust me,
Wow,
this is
that's
gonna get crazy,
Oh,
so
my.
spoilers ahead.
Yeah, just give me the lore already, Wiz.
Long ago in the Origin system, the Orokin Empire discovered the Void, an extra-dimensional spatial realm that allowed for travel across vast cosmic distances. However, when they sent the first colony ship through it, Zerman 10-0, the Void drove all the adults on board into an insane murderous frenzy.
Sounds like my first wedding reception.
Okay. The children, though, absorbed the Void's energies, imbuing them with the powers they needed to defend themselves against their mad parents and survive. When the Zerman 10-0 emerged from the Void, the children were permanently changed.
He is my creator.
They had become the Tenno.
Well, I'm sure those traumatized little whippersnappers received only the best of care.
If only. Instead, the Tenno were taught to use their Void powers to control warframes through a process called transference. But their abilities were so powerful that the Orokin grew to fear the Tenno and tried to have them destroyed. The Tenno were hidden from the Orokin and put into a deep sleep. That is, until one day, they were reawakened to defend a war-torn Origin system guided by their adoptive mother, the Lotus.
So they're basically sci-fi child soldiers.
Sort of. Though the Lotus does care deeply for her adopted children and has devoted her efforts to protecting as many Tenno as possible. There are almost 50 different warframes currently out there, each with their own unique abilities and combat styles. But I think that the very first created Excalibur is the deadliest.
He's kinda reminded me of someone.
A master swordsman with his razor-sharp skana, Excalibur is an expert at racking up quick kills faster than the eye can track. He's unmatched in skill and precision with the blade, especially when augmented by his unique abilities, like Radial Blind, which releases a flash of light to incapacitate nearby foes, or Radial Javelin, which blasts out a wide burst of energy spears. But his greatest and most iconic is easily the Exalted Blade, a sword of light that can slice just about anything to pieces. You don't get much cooler than that.
Huge-ass laser guns, Wiz. Huge-ass laser guns automatically make you cooler.
Funny you should say that. While individual warframes like Excalibur may specialize in certain fields, they all have access to an incredible suite of futuristic weaponry, like the Nucor, which can fire concentrated beams of microwaves, literally cooking you from the inside out, or the Glaxion, which halts molecular vibrations entirely, freezing you in place. There are guns that fire radioactive plasma, toxic barbs, or even acidic needles. He has, and I'm not exaggerating here, over 500 different named weapons.
Man, he sounds like a one-man army.
Oh, you think that's crazy? Excalibur can call down an Archwing, basically a futuristic space jetpack with missiles, force fields, and even the ability to fire miniature black holes.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad.
While warframes usually battle alongside one another, they have had the occasional head-to-head scrap, where they've exhibited the durability to survive even the most powerful attacks that other warframes have to dish out. For example, blasts of concentrated antimatter from the warframe Nova.
Sounds pretty unstoppable, but I think I have someone in mind that might put that to the test.
Okay, do you really want to talk about Raiden? Is that what this is?
Come on, Wiz. Child soldier, half-robot assassin, glorious Nippon steel. It's a perfect match. Raised from childhood to be a trained killer in the war-torn streets of Liberia by the future president of the United States, Jack never knew what it meant to control his own destiny, to live his own life. The only thing he knew
As a fellow
was
white
how to
person
kill,
myself,
and he proved
I
it when
guess
he
him and I have a little
accomplished
bit in
one of the
common,
greatest
though
feats in
I
video
wasn't
game
born
history.
human.
Surviving the absolute mindfuck that was Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh,
Legions
like
of angry
Japanese
fanboys
swordsmanship.
be
Huh.
damned. Solid Snake was yesterday's news. This was Raiden. Birthday suit and all.
Too bad for
Oh.
him that a shadowy extra-governmental body known as the Patriots captured him and turned him into a cyborg for their own complicated purposes. Even after the Patriots'
Corrupted
downfall,
governments, I
Raiden
hate it.
struggled to build a life that he could call his own, pulled between his sense of justice and his genuine ecstasy for war.
Well, at least he's got to put his weeb skills to work with the weapons he's pulled off the corpses of all the poor souls that dared mess with him. He's got dystopia, a magnetic sigh that pulls you towards your enemy, or l'étranger,
Wow, I think you actually said that right.
which is a
Oh.
convertible staff/whip
Once. I think
combination
this is
made
the
of
first time
arms,
I've seen
plus
Bruce that
rocket
smart.
launchers,
But you
claymore
have the
mines,
occasions of
EMP
seeing him
grenades,
smart
and
as
all
well.
his stuff from MGS2. But nothing beats his high-frequency blade he inherited from Jetstream Sam, the Murasama.
I have to admit, the high-frequency blades are marvels. They vibrate at such high speeds that they can destabilize the physical structures of metals on contact, greatly increasing their cutting ability. It's basically robot
I wish for my
kryptonite,
own.
if that makes sense.
Even with his original high-frequency blade, Raiden could cut through massive metal gears like tissue paper.
And of note, those metal gears were not made of ordinary steel, but carbon nanotubes, one of the strongest materials known to man. The bonds between carbon atoms are incredibly strong, which means that the tensile strength of carbon nanotubes is greater than even the toughest metals, like titanium. Using the high end of potential shear
Interesting.
strengths,
I
slicing
kinda wish I
clean
had a
through a
flight those.
building-sized Metal Gear ray would require an energy equivalent to, at most, 100 kilotons of TNT.
And the Murasama is red, which makes it even cuttier. How else would he
I
have
prefer
had a
mine
chance
type
against
yellow.
our Lord and Savior, Senator Armstrong, and his nanomachines, son?
Oh,
Unlike those
I heard about
Beltway
many memes
pansies,
about
this
this.
hulked
I
out
like the
hand
music.
brand can hit the ground
So-
so hard it splits lava. He was somehow a vastly more difficult boss than the stadium-sized Metal Gear Excelsis Raiden tore to shreds minutes earlier. Don't F with this, Senator.
That is, unless your nickname is Jack the Ripper.
Raiden
Oh.
spent years fighting for justice and denying who he really was inside. And it took his battles with Desperado
I accepted
enforcement
who I
to
was,
finally
Raiden.
realize
Never
that he's a
act-
killer, plain
never
and simple,
disrespect
and he
yourself,
lives
and
to
always
test his
accept
skills
yourself.
against others.
When he enters Ripper mode, any last shred of inhibition leaves his body, and his strength and skill skyrocket.
And that's exactly what Armstrong saw in Raiden. Living proof of his philosophy in action. Someone who pulled themselves out of hell with nothing but their determination to survive.
But Raiden did not see it that way. Just because he had to fight for survival doesn't mean the whole world had to. And it was only through an act of generosity from Raiden's slain rival, Sam, that he managed to win.
His sword may have been a tool of justice, not used in anger, but the Murasama wasn't that sword, and with it he ended Armstrong once and for all, and
Nice.
lived the rest of his life on his own terms.
Very proud of that.
Look, I know we're just shooting the shit, but Raiden would definitely kick Excalibur's ass.
You've got to be joking.
Why is he wearing
Maybe
a
I didn't sell it
Mexican
well
hat?
enough with my spiel, but Warframes like Excalibur are unbelievably powerful, on a whole other level from cyborg ninjas like Raiden.
Oh yeah,
I guess this
we're
is
in
how
the
this death
lab.
battle
We've
started
got the
between the
research done. Prove
argument
it.
of Wiz
Okay,
and
the
Boomstick.
Murasama's impressive, sure, but Excalibur's futuristic arsenal is hundreds of years more advanced and leagues more varied.
If I were to
Raiden would just be
say, both of these
Excalibur
contestants
may
are
win
very
in
good at
quantity,
swordsmanship,
Wiz, but
and
quality
have
is what
cyborgs
matters
is actually
most.
late.
And considering his
But
weapons
if I
are
were to
mostly made
choose,
of metal,
I think
it
I'm
won't be
gonna go
any
with
trouble for
Raiden.
Raiden to melt right through him with the Murasama, especially with how crazy fast he is. Raiden can run up walls and break dance with leggy, mooing robots attached to his feet. He can
Very
slice bullets
impressive.
out of the air and even boost his reactions with blade mode, where the entire world slows down to a near stop.
Well, sure, Metal Gear characters like Revolver Ocelot can shoot bolts of electricity out of the air with regular pistols, which is probably around hundreds of times faster than sound. I guess that counts as fast.
Oh, please, that's nothing! Raiden can increase his
Oh
perception
boy,
to
Wizard
the
looks
point
like
that
they're
raindrops
really
around
going at
him
each
aren't
other's
even
throats
moving.
about
That
this.
might not seem as crazy at first glance, but he's also able to swing his sword dozens of times, while time is almost stopped. By my calculations, that'd be about 11% the speed of light.
Oh, is this happening?
Wow.
Is this actually happening? You want a calc off, big guy? Then let's go. Excalibur can literally block a beam of light with his sword. Judging by the distance it moved relative to how far the light beam traveled, Excalibur had to have been swinging at 9% the speed of light.
Calc King
Oh,
dethroned. Look at me. I'm
Wow.
the math boy now.
Look, speed is only part of the picture. Another Warframe, Atlas, was strong enough to smash apart a giant asteroid. Now, Excalibur may not be one-punching asteroids, but he's proven more than capable of wiping out entire platoons of elite soldiers.
But remember, Wiz, you said it yourself. Robot kryptonite. All old Jack needs is one good swing of that Murasama, and Excalibur's getting sliced to pieces. You really think your Warframe can take on a pure-blooded killer like Raiden?
Whoa, you really think your cyborg ninja can take on a ghost soldier from the future?
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Well, it looks like I'm
Forever a
siding with Boone.
mystery.
No way to determine a winner.
Are you
Oh.
thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah, I could definitely go for a beer right now.
No, you idiot. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah! It's time for a death battle!
Wow, there's really a button for when they're gonna do a death battle.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warframe, but let me ask, Wiz, what is Warframe exactly?
Warframe is a free-to-play online action game set in an ever-changing sci-fi universe with a passion.
I already said this before, and I will say it again. I will go with Raiden on this battle. So I guess I'm siding with Boomstick of all people. But he was able to predict the calculations right, so I will give that point to him. So, let's not waste any more time, everyone, and let's see who'll come out on top.
It's on the battlefield.
I've also been told that this video has been animated by Double Artemis, so this could be an interesting one as well. And there he is, Raiden.
Doctor, are you seeing this?
Oh, and Excalibur is also out there too.
Tenno, an enemy is ahead, and that foundry is crafting a warframe.
He knows. And we're too slow.
Straight to the point. Metal freaks like you usually got a monologue first.
Whoa, he is not. Oh, I love the music in this one.
His sword, it's weakening yours.
And it looks like he's already aware of his sword. So I wonder how he's gonna pull through that. And he's out.
Infinite ammo.
What many people dream of.
Yes, I'm in. Mr. Raiden, sir, or can I call
Whoa,
you
what
Jack?
the-
I'm a big fan.
Who the hell? I'm busy here.
Boomstick, you can't interfere with this battle.
Wait, just listen. You'll never expect your secret weapon.
Oh, okay, that's a
Alright,
bit.
listen, he's definitely hiding in the cardboard box.
Get out of here!
Oh, where's Boomstick? What are you both doing? This is, you can't interfere with a battle. I mean, you two are the hosts, but you can't actually. Uh-oh. Oh, the Archwing.
Doctor, it's time to let her rip.
Oh, here it comes. This could be the end. What?
This is why I fight. Survival of the fittest. The rules of nature.
Oh, you got him.
My child, you're not done yet. I'm searching your Warframe's power systems.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not working. Wait. Oh, yes. Wait, what? Really?
Excellent work, Tenno. Now for the foundry. Oh, it's finished.
Raiden lost?
Chalk one up for the Calc King. The Math Boy is back.
Oh, infinite ammo, Wiz! He had infinite ammo!
Sure,
Actually, I would like to hear the explanation on how.
But there was a lot more going on here that eventually gave Excalibur the win.
I guess so. Both were super skilled swordsmen and ninja, and their speeds were almost even. So the fight was ultimately gonna come down to whose tech was better. And I've gotta say, it looks like Excalibur just had a lot more to pull from.
Warframes have
see.
access to an absolutely absurd amount of varied weapons. Despite Raiden's unique armaments, they were never going to stack up in sheer quantity. And consider specific guns like Glaxian, which can halt molecular movement, a direct counter to Raiden's high-frequency blade. While Excalibur may not
alright.
always be carrying it, every Warframe is proficient with each of their over 500 weapons.
One blast of that, and
Huh,
Raiden
he's
might as
meant-
well
he's
be
always
working
prepared.
with a regular slab of steel. Excalibur was way stronger too. Sure, Raiden could cut through giant Metal Gear rays made of carbon nanotubes, generating up to 100 kilotons of TNT.
But not as much as Excalibur. Another Warframe, Atlas, was strong enough to smash apart a giant asteroid, meaning it would have to be at least 6 kilometers across, just like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Now, Atlas did not completely halt its kinetic energy. By exploiting fissures within the asteroid, he was able to pulverize it to dust.
That means his punch had to
Well,
hit
that's
with an
impressive.
energy of at least 46 gigatons of TNT.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sure, in canon, Atlas is stronger than Excalibur, but they fought and defeated similar enemies, so Excalibur would naturally have to be somewhere in Atlas's ballpark. Even if Excalibur only possessed 1% of Atlas's strength, he'd still be nearly 4,000 times stronger than Raiden. That's pretty consistent with the
Damn.
energy output of Nova's antimatter blast, too. Warframes are just that tough.
Furthermore, even with the high-frequency blade's
I
unique
could say,
vibrating
I don't know
ability,
if I
it
whether
cannot
if I
cut
might
through
lose to one,
everything.
or might I
Raiden's
will have
original blade
only
actually
some luck.
shattered against Armstrong's super hard skin and required the stronger
Oh,
Murasama
yeah,
to finish the
that's
job.
right.
Against a foe vastly more durable than anyone Raiden's ever faced, it's unlikely the Murasama would score a kill in time.
Even if Raiden got enough hits in to break Excalibur's shields and eventually land a fatal blow, the Tenno operator piloting would still survive unharmed.
Raiden put up a valiant effort,
Interesting.
but Excalibur's absurd arsenal, impressive durability, and raw power put an end to the silver-haired swordsman.
Excalibur had the metal and the gear to make Jack R.I.P.
The
Dang.
winner is Excalibur. Told you so.
Well then.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to
I
Warframe for
certainly
sponsoring
enjoyed
this
that
battle.
video.
Quick disclaimer,
I wonder
Digital
who's
Extremes and the Warframe team did not dictate the victor of this episode, nor even the matchup. They were fine with it going either way, and we wouldn't have accepted the sponsorship otherwise.
Oh,
so we're really
well,
thankful to
so
them
I guess it
for
wasn't really biased
understanding
because it
this
was
show.
sponsored.
Remember, you can get a free collection of Excalibur-themed goodies from Warframe.com or the in-game marketplace with the promo code WF-Death-Battle. And don't miss out on TennoCon, July 16th.
I'm
Hey.
Jocelyn, and I've been promoted. I'm about to do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle.
Great. Oh, so no next time then? Oh well. But I had certainly enjoyed this. Kinda sad that Raiden lost, but I guess now I need to realize that this fight wasn't actually biased because of the sponsorship, which really most of you people really not think of. But I think I see why. But anyways, I certainly enjoyed this, and if you all did, please leave a like and a comment, and a link of the original will be in the description below. As always, everyone, my name is Kiryu, and so long, and have a nice day.